Hey guys, how's it going? Santiago here. I'm back with another tutorial. Today I'm gonna be teaching you how to use ClickUp. ClickUp is a productivity platform. It offers a wide range of tools for project management, task management, various collaboration, and it even has CRM functionalities. All in all, it is a platform that helps to improve team collaboration, and it helps and streamlines different workflows so everything runs smoothly in a company. I'm gonna be teaching you how to set up a ClickUp account. We're gonna go over about the basic hierarchy of ClickUp, and by the end of this video, you're gonna understand how Workspace works, what are lists, what are spaces, and so on. I'm gonna make my face disappear so I can show you the software a bit better. See you guys at the end. This is our ClickUp welcome page. I'm gonna create an account from scratch so you understand how to set it up. I'm gonna click right here on sign up, and I'm gonna use a Google account that is already created. Right off the bat, ClickUp is gonna ask you what would you like to use ClickUp for. I'm just gonna click on personal. You can choose from all these different options regarding your usage of ClickUp. As you can see, you can use it for sales, for software development, financing, professional services, and so on. From the start, you can invite people to your workspace. I'm just gonna write one of my other emails. I'm just gonna add this email, and I'm gonna invite myself. ClickUp asks us if we use any of these tools for our workspaces. I'm just gonna click on Excel for now, and you can name your first workspace any way you want it. I'm just gonna name it Santiago's workspace. And this is the homepage that ClickUp creates for us when we create a new workspace. In order to understand ClickUp a bit better, we need to understand the hierarchy of how things are organized. So right here we have the hierarchy of how ClickUp works. We have our workspace that is on the top of the hierarchy, the one that we name Santiago's workspace. Below the workspace we can create some spaces, and inside those spaces we can create lists. In order to better organize our lists, we can put them inside folders. And once we have our list, we can assign different tasks to different lists. And that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna create a simple space with a list in it, and then some tasks for you to understand how ClickUp works. ClickUp has already created a space. Inside the space, it created a folder. Inside the folder, it created some lists, but we're gonna delete this one so we can start from scratch and check all the functionalities for ourselves. We're gonna create a space with this plus sign on the left. A space, as it says right here, it represents teams, departments, or groups inside of your company. We're gonna create a marketing space, and you can write a description. I'm just gonna leave it blank as of now. You can create this space to be public, or you can make it private and invite people one by one. I'm gonna leave it public. I'm just gonna click on continue. You can choose from these already configured templates. I'm just gonna leave it on starter because I wanna check the basic functionalities of ClickUp. And I'm just gonna create the space. So now we have our space called marketing right here on the left. Inside of the marketing department, we could create a list that is called Mother's Day. Right here, you select in which space you wanna locate it. And again, you can make it private or just leave it as it is. I'm just gonna leave it as it is, and we're gonna create it. So now we have two lists. This is one that ClickUp created. I'm gonna delete that one. So right now we have just this list, Mother's Day list inside of the marketing department. I'm just gonna create a couple more lists so I can show you better how to organize them in folders. I'm just gonna create another one that is called Father's Day, and I'm just gonna create another one that is not related to either of those days. Let's just call it social media post that our team needs to create. So this one is different from these other two because it's not the same goal that we wanna achieve. So if we wanna group these two into a folder, we can click on this space sign right here in our space and click on folder. The folder is gonna be special days, and inside the special days we're gonna move our Mother and Father's Day. I'm gonna delete this default list. We have our special days that we can hide or show, and we have our social media posts. This is a better way to organize your lists inside of your spaces and for you to have a better idea of what your team needs to be doing. I'm gonna create a couple of other spaces so it's better understood how the hierarchy works. So right now we have three spaces. There is the marketing department, the sales department, and the accounting department. And I've created some lists inside of those spaces. As we saw previously, we have some special days inside the marketing department. For the sales department, I created the 3 first months of the year. And for the accounting department, I created created 2 lists for Europe and the US. So for Mother's Day, let's create a task that says sell more teddy bears. And we're gonna save it. This one is already a tab that we've created. If we click on it, we can assign different values to the task itself. We can assign a date for the task to be done. Let's say we want to start the task on June 19th and we want to end it on June 26th. So those are the dates that the task needs to be done at. We can add a time estimate. For example, let's say 20 hours. We can add tags so we better find the task that we're working in. If we don't have any tags as of yet, we can create new ones right here on the task itself. I'm just gonna use a really simple one, Mother's Day. And right now, this is a new tag that we can use inside of ClickUp to better organize, find, and deal with our tasks. You can add assignees, for example, me or the other me that I invited at the start of the ClickUp process. We can choose from different priority status. For example, if it is urgent, high, normal, or low. Let's just pick normal. We don't need to do it right now. And we can add some track time. For example, let's just say 3 hours, and we can start the timer for these 3 hours in order for us to check the processes. You can also add subtasks inside of these tasks. You can add checklists or you can add custom fields. We're just gonna leave it like this as of now. As you see right here, we have the tag, we have our task name, and we're viewing it in a list mode. If you want to check it in a different way, you can click on board, and inside of our lists, we have our tasks organized this way. For example, since this task is not done yet, it is in the to-do board. Once we start with this task, it's gonna move to the in progress board, and once we complete it, it's gonna be on the completed board. Let's say our team has already completed the task of selling more teddy bears. We could click on this check mark right here, and it's gonna be moved to the completed board on this other side. And that's pretty much it, how you create different spaces. Inside the spaces, how you create the lists, and inside the lists, you create your tasks. This is just the tip of the iceberg of what you can do with ClickUp. As you saw, it is a really helpful tool for you to better organize your workflow, to create workspaces for the different parts of your company and for your team to better understand and communicate the tasks that need to be done. There is a different part of ClickUp where you can create, for example, whiteboards or documents for your team to better organize information. If you guys are interested, I could create another tutorial explaining all of these features as well. Remember that we have some affiliate links on the description box down below. I want to read all your comments. I want to know if you've already used ClickUp, how you use it, if it is helpful for your workflow, because as I see it, it is really helpful for a company and to manage different teams. Once again, my name is Santiago. I really hope this tutorial was helpful. Please subscribe to the channel and see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.